We are here in Tintri Global Center, and what we've done for the Tintri Cloud Connector is we've added a new type of replication destination, which is object-based. So let me show you how this is managed. If I'll go to the settings page, you can see that we have a new area for managing replication destinations. On this system, we have two destinations configured already, one that goes to AWS S3, and another one that goes to a local IBM Cloud Object Store system. Adding a destination is really straightforward, and we can select which type of destination we want to add. So let's select S3 for now. Here we need to name our destination, just like we provided a display name here. And we also need to provide a passphrase because all our data is encrypted as it leaves our site. We also have to select our Amazon region and the access and secret key for our AWS account. On this system, we have two destinations already, and we can use these destinations to replicate data for individual VMs or for a group of VMs. So let's go to the virtual machine space and see how this is done. I'm going to select this Toronto Finance Help Desk machine. And here we can see that it resides on this DPL Toronto VM store. And it's protected by replicating data to various destinations. One of them is another Tintri VM store that's called DPL Boston. Another one is DPL Mountain View, and also copying data to the cloud, to AWS. This data protection configuration is done here at a settings page, and it's granular enough to meet all our data protection and archival use cases. So for this VM, we have an hourly snapshot schedule, and we retain 2 hours worth of snapshots locally and 3 hours worth of snapshots on a remote VM store. Those remote VM stores are specified here. We can see the Boston VM store and the Mountain View VM store. We also have a daily schedule, and for this schedule, we retain 2 days worth of snapshot locally and also 2 days on remote VM stores. But we also use this daily schedule to replicate data to the cloud. So under the replications to the cloud area, we can see that we're using this AWS destination that we looked at earlier, and it uses this daily schedule, and we retain 1 year worth of snapshots in the cloud. Now at this point, I can go to the snapshots page, and we can see that we have a lot of these snapshots. We can see some are in Mountain View, some are in Toronto, and some are in Boston. And if we're looking at the daily schedule snapshot, we can see that we have some of those here in AWS. So again, this gives us all the flexibility to mix and match those destinations for different schedules and different retention policies to really meet our use case. Now at any point, I can select an AWS snapshot or a cloud snapshot and bring it back on site. So I can click this AWS snapshot here and click the download button to download the snapshot. Now I can download the snapshot to any of the VM stores that we manage here. So I'll select the Boston VM store. So this also means that those snapshots are fully self-contained in the cloud, and we don't have to retrieve them back to the same originating VM store. So in this case, we're going to download the snapshot and retain it for 2 hours. So I'll click the download button, and we can see the progress bar here. Now going to the Boston VM store, just to show some real-time information, we can see that we're actually having this incoming traffic for replication, and that's the data coming back from the cloud. So for demonstration purposes, this VM is really small, so we don't have a lot of data coming in, but this also shows the efficiency in this replication technology, and we can see that the replication logical size is much higher than the actual data going over the network. So this is due to the compression and deduplication that is applied to the whole process. So now that this is done, we have the snapshot here on site. And if I'll go to this virtual machines tab under snapshots, we can see that we'll have the Toronto Finance Help Desk snapshot, even though we're here on Boston. So the end-to-end scenario here is that we took a snapshot of a VM in Toronto and sent it to the cloud. Then a few days later, we went back to Tintri Global Center and retrieved that snapshot to another site, in this case Boston. And now we can see this snapshot and we can use it to clone VM off of it, to recover individual files, and really for anything we want to use it for. So that's it for the Tintri Cloud Connector.